Comic book look and a Brewsky, episode 3, X-Men 50. All right, roll it, roll it, roll it. Hello, YouTube. Axiom Man here once again. Comic book look and a Brewsky is a segment that I'm doing every Friday night where I take a comic book from my personal collection and I showcase it. I open it up, I show you the interior, and this episode is going to be X-Men 50. There's actually quite a few fun facts that I want to talk about, and then we're going to open it up. Let's go. X-Men 50 is popular for quite a few reasons. One, and probably the most important part, arguable, hit me up in the comment section, is just the cover alone. I mean, look at this. Look at that cover. The greens and those yellows. And if you guys can see on the bottom, or maybe it'll be easier if I just put this same comic book right there. You can see the X-Men on the bottom. X-Men 50 the cover was drawn by Jim Steranko. Steranko is a genius. I mean, that guy, his art is just next level. Look him up, Google that name, Jim Steranko. So this was a cover by Jim Steranko. And this was also the first time that the X-Men logo was changed. The X-Men logo, as we know it right now, ladies and gents, used to look like this, which you'll see in some of my comments back here. It looked like that, right? Then they changed it to what most of us now recognize as the logo. So already iconic just for that alone, the cover, and then you throw into the mix that it is the second appearance of Polaris. Second appearance. First appearance is in X-Men 49, obviously, 49 to 50. But the cover to X-Men 49 is not as sexy. And I'm not just talking about the female cover here. It's just like, I'm talking about the artwork, all the details. Well, look, you tell me. This is X-Men 49 right here. Yeah, right? It doesn't have the same actual kick as this one does. Yeah, not in my opinion. But yeah, Lorna Dane, Polaris, daughter of Magneto, magnetic powers, not as strong or not as powerful as her father. Of course not. I'm a father with daughters. Of course, I'm going to say that. But yeah, just amazing book, amazing cover. Second appearance of Polaris, the new X-Men logo, the beautiful colors, just the fact that it's a 50, an issue 50, right in between the 100. I mean, go ask Todd McFarlane. Oh, he loves doing the milestone covers, right? With 50, 100, 150. Hey, he's the man. But yeah, so there's something to be said about collectors and these milestones as comics were moving forward. Maybe not so much in the Silver Age, but definitely as they progressed. This book in particular, I actually got off of eBay. This is only my third episode for this segment. Comic book look and a Brewsky. A lot of my books I did buy on eBay. And there's something to be said about buying books on eBay versus buying them in person. My homie Marvel Mike and a lot of other people, we've discussed this, and of course it's been covered on YouTube by a lot of other great YouTubers. So you're gonna find that I did buy a lot of these on eBay. Sometimes, despite how good it is to go to your LCS local comic shop, I mean, you're just not gonna find some of these books. You can wait and wait and wait, and when you need it in your collection, when you're ready to pull the trigger and you just can't find it, of course you can always shift over to other key issues or whatever other issues that you're looking for as a single issue comic collector. But there's just a point where you need to buy it because the deal is too good and you've been browsing the internet, especially eBay, and you just see it and you have to get it for the price, for the grade, for everything. And that's what I did with a lot of my X-Men comics. this one in particular. So I did get this on eBay. I've had a really good experience with eBay. There's a lot of horror stories out there, ladies and gentlemen. There are. And I have not had one yet. This isn't even wood. What am I doing? Oh, man. See, I just messed up. Oh, you can't knock on wood. Might as well drink your brewski. If you like my content, please hit that like button, hit the notification bell, leave a comment in the comment section. You like this book, you want this book, you have questions, you want to interact, you want to just be part of the community, please do so. And of course, thank you so much for watching, but I already said it, right? Hurry up and open it up. So as I'm going to do in every episode is untape the back and describe the fact that when I do this, I'm always going to take the tape off. There's always people that have clever ways of doing this. They use painter's tape. There's several methods to ensure that when you do open up your comic books that have been, put in the nice Mylar bags and just secured, you're gonna want to open them up every once in a while, as I'm doing. So don't take any risks. Personally, I just like to take the entire piece of tape off so that it doesn't get caught when you try to take a book out of its bag. So this is my copy of X-Men 50. As you can see, Steranko's name is right here on the side. See that? Doing this segment allows me the opportunity to do this. Smell that X-Men goodness. That old print, old paper and ink. Oh, there's no smell like this. Ladies and gents, go to a local comic book shop and just buy an old comic. It doesn't have to cost a lot. It can be an issue that nobody wants anyway. Just buy it just for the sake of taking it home, opening it up, and smelling that old school ink and paper goodness. Did I say paper? What? Yeah, this beer's starting to affect me. Let's open this up so you guys can see the pages. So at the time that the book was published, Stan Lee was the editor of Marvel Comics. The writer was Arnold Drake, and the artist, of course, Chip Steranko. You can see that here at the top. You want to pause that. One thing I want to point out is these ads. Look what's happening. Woo! You gotta love those old school ads, right? But this is the inside. The synopsis is right front and center. Hail, Queen of Mutants. The city of mutants. Once again, in this showcase specifically, in this episode, I want to highlight the ads. There were so many ads in these that you would write in, right? This is needless. I feel like I have to mention it sometimes. This is pre-internet, ladies and gents. And I know some of you are rolling your eyes at me saying that, but hey, we live in a generation now where I can't believe that we used to live in an age where the internet did not exist. Yeah, we are that generation. So I have to mention it. Snail mail. Whew. Too many stories to tell there. But the artwork, as always, I'm trying to be very careful here. I know I mentioned it in my last video that, that some of you out there, some collectors are going to be cringing at me and the way I'm handling these pages for the sake of the video. But it is my book, all right? Regardless if it's my book or not, there's a certain level of respect that you have to show to comic books. My opinion, and you know what? No, it's not just my opinion. You should respect comic books. So I totally get it, but I am being careful, as careful as I can be. That said, I am opening these up for the sake of the video. And most of these have not been cleaned or pressed yet in my collection. I just buy them and I have them in Mylar bags and put them in my personal collection, my PC, if you will. The artwork on these, phenomenal. Just absolutely mind-blowing that comic books were not actually respected back when these first came out. I mean, when you look at what you're seeing here on camera, just the colors and oh, more ads, right? You gotta love the ads. Hey, you need sponsorship, you need advertisements. Without advertisements, we would not have had these books continue. So, as annoying as they sometimes are, hey, gotta have them. And I say annoying just for the sake of that statement, but I mean, come on now, look at this. The Secrets of Muscle Power. It's so cool. Look at that. Back to the comic. Ooh, oh man, look at that. And some pages, just Mutant Mailbox. Mutant Mailbox, look at that. Look at that. Back in the day before the internet and blogs and chat forums and et cetera, this is what we had. Iceman goes, you used to have to write in to be a part of the community. You used to have to do this to feel like you were part of the world, whether it be DC, Marvel, whatever. More Marvel masterpieces. I mean, just take a look at that goodness there. Just, oh yeah. Here's the cover one more time. One thing I want to make sure that I include is how I actually put it back in the Mylar, just for content purposes, I suppose. But always be careful. Flap. Push it a little bit farther down. Just make sure that it's even on both sides and on the bottom. I do have this double boarded, so 2 boards in there. The bags and boards differ between comics. That's a whole other topic of conversation that maybe I'll make a video. There's a lot of great YouTubers out there, ladies and gents, that cover these topics. And I will cover it one day too. But for now, back in the Mylar. That wraps up another episode of Comic Book Look and a Brewsky. As always, collect what you love what you collect. Comic books, statues, video games, whatever it may be. Cheers. I'll see you guys in the next one.